History doesn't always repeat itself, but it often rhymes. What is ahead for your 401k? What is ahead for your investments? I'm about to tell you right now. Now you're looking at, in pink, the S&P 500 chart from 1965, slightly realigned in black with the markets that we are looking at today. This is when President Johnson imposed a 25% tariff on light trucks such as SUVs and pickup trucks. This tariff was in response to Europe's tax on chicken imports. Now, what does this all have to matter? Well, as we can see, the S&P 500 leading up, big dip, and then of course this exponential growth to new all-time highs. What we have, this was the Biden dump here in 2021 and 2022, and the same kind of growth to new all-time highs with the hiccups along the way, just like we had back in 1963, 1964, 1965. Of course, we got new highs here with Donald Trump, put tariffs into place, and we've had this massive sell-off. Well, look here. 1965, this green line right here is when Johnson put the tariffs into place. We saw a new all-time high and a massive sell-off, followed by a V-shaped recovery, sideways volatility, and new all-time highs for the market. Of course, then we have subsequent price action, and this will go into a different video. Now let's look at today's price action. Trump tariffs at the highs, massive sell-off. We are already back up here, V-shaped recovery underway. I've been calling for sideways consolidation, which lines up with history here. And I've been calling for new all-time highs by the end of 2025 for your 401k portfolio, for the NASDAQ, and this is the S&P 500. How long did it take between President Johnson's tariffs and new all-time highs, you ask? Well, the tariff here occurred, it looks like, in January, February, March of 1965, and it had new all-time highs right at the end of 65 or January of 66. So less than a year. Trump's tariffs were made in March of 2025. Under the same timeline, you were looking at new all-time highs by December or Q1 of 2026. So maybe my prediction of new all-time highs by the end of 2025 is a little early, but if history rhymes with itself, it doesn't even need to repeat. We will see new all-time highs in the S&P 500 rapidly. This year, maybe in 2026. Now, why is this also important? We're big on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. That means that this would also benefit the 4-year halving cycle that we've seen in Bitcoin, which would mean that Q4 of 2025 will be volatile to the upside, presenting massive new all-time highs for Bitcoin, massive opportunities in altcoins, and of course, risk on assets such as collectibles will also thrive. Something else that we talk about exclusively on this channel as well. Pokemon cards, V-Friend cards, sports memorabilia, all thrive under amazing market conditions like this history is presenting itself. At the same time as these new all-time highs, if Trump tariffs follow Johnson tariffs, we will see massive decrease in inflation, decrease in cost of eggs, gasoline, oil, other home goods, a massive decrease in interest rates from the Fed, and of course, a decrease in illegal immigration crossings into this great country. If new all-time highs in Bitcoin, in NASDAQ, and S&P, if lowered consumer good costs, if increased government revenue from tariffs and gold cards, if decreased of government spending from Doge, all line up together, that is a recipe for the golden era of the United States of America, and the golden era for anybody that participates in the investment markets that are regulated by the United States. And oh, what do you know? The regulatory approval for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies is already underway. I did this video to tell you that you are still early. I did this video to tell you that the volatility isn't over, but not to panic. And I did this video to tell you that I found yet another chart that lines up with my prediction of new all-time highs by the stock market by the end of 2025, $244,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2025, and Pokemon to continue to rally to the end and through the end of 2025 as well. The opportunities are staring you in the face. The time is now to take advantage of it. Deploy your capital. Find more capital to deploy. Get in your choices, and let's win together.